Jennifer Garner, who everybody has been talking about this week, is standing by her estranged husband, Ben Affleck. Despite their split 3 years ago, they're not officially divorced. They have 3 children together. This is a shot that was taken by paparazzi as she was handing him some fast food in a bag. He's there in the back before she dropped him off at rehab. They were at Jack in the Box, I guess making sure that he had something to eat before he was heading in there. So, what do we think about her devotion to her husband here tonight? Joining me is Elizabeth Wagmeister, Lisa Booth, and Capri Cafaro. Ladies, thank you very much for being here. I mean, I think anybody looks at that picture and you feel for her. She's a mom. She obviously cares enough about her ex-husband to want to be there for him in the middle of this crisis. Elizabeth, this is your specialty. You handle a lot of this kind of stuff for the New York Post.
Absolutely. So that's exactly right. Jennifer Garner will live and die for her kids. She will do anything for them. That's what my sources have always said. And I think she really wants to make sure that Ben Affleck is happy and healthy because she wants him to be able to have a relationship with her kids and be a father to them.
Yeah. I was reading something today, an editorial from a guy who went through AA. And he said, not everybody can go to the fancy rehab place in Los Angeles like Ben Affleck can, but everybody can go to a meeting. And he talked about how it took him, he went to 8 meetings, I think he said, before he stayed at one. Well, it's a disease.
I know she's doing it for the kids, but I don't know if my husband, if I was married, my husband cheated on me with a nanny, I think I would be sending him someplace else.
There's that. There's that little detail. He's been through a few girlfriends.
I love Jennifer Garner. She just seems so nice. And when I see the Capital One commercials, I want to open an account because she's just so warm.
They're very happy right now to hear that.
I like the fact, too, that she doesn't speak down to Trump supporters, even though she's a Democrat. And I find that to be very rare in Hollywood.
It's refreshing, right?
I like her. I feel bad. I just want her to find some great guy. That's nice and not constantly going to rehab.
And not the guy in the back seat. Oh my gosh.
No, not the guy at the Jack in the Box either. I mean, look, I think that every woman can relate in some way, shape, or form to Jennifer Garner. We've all had ups and downs. And I totally hear what you're saying, Lisa. Yeah, you want to kick somebody to the curb who's doing terrible things. Totally. He is a man-child and all the rest of that stuff. But she's obviously bringing her West Virginia values to bear in Hollywood and trying to do right by both her, I guess, soon-to-be ex-husband and her kids. I say just stay away from Michael Vartan. I was saying this to girls earlier. Apparently, he used to date that guy, back in the day. And I just saw Never Been Kissed Again, that old 90s movie last night. And I was like, is he married? And I looked that up, and I was like, oh, he used to date Jennifer Garner. And there were all these things. I'm like, keep Michael Vartan single.
The other thing to take into account, though, when you don't look at the Jennifer Garner of it all, is Ben Affleck's career, which really could be on the line because in the court of public perception right now, he's going to rehab for his 3rd time. He's Batman. That's a family-friendly franchise. He still has the sequel for Justice League and the Batman standalone.
She's trying to help hold the whole family together and the careers as well, probably, to some extent, and who can blame her? This is Duncan Hunter, who I interviewed last night. He's gotten a lot of attention in terms of what he said about the indictment, 47 pages of campaign finance violations, talking about fast food. They bought fast food, they bought everything pretty much, and charged it off to the campaign. Here he is when I was asking him about whose fault it really is.
She was also the campaign manager, so whatever she did on that'll be looked at too, I'm sure. But I didn't do it. I didn't spend any money illegally.
But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You better check out my wife. She's the campaign manager. Capri?
You said stutter much? I mean, the guy's body language, the way he's presenting himself, clearly, at least, I mean, I know that he's innocent before, until proven guilty. But let me say a few things about this. What kind of wimp blames their wife? Okay, number one. Number two, he shouldn't cross her because if he does and they get divorced, she no longer can, he can't benefit from that spousal immunity. They really should have a united front here if he knows what's good for him. But apparently he doesn't, and he's a coward.
Lisa?
I think he's got a lot bigger things to fear than this indictment. His wife at home is probably not cool. But look, this does not look good. You've got 600 campaign expenditures for bunny flights to fly his kids' bunny to Washington, D.C. You've got $460 $2 bill for 30 tequila shots and 1 steak. That's not going to play well.
That's some campaign party, I'm telling you. That is some heck of a campaign party. But I mean, to throw his wife under the bus, I don't know if they had some kind of agreement.
That was a great interview.
She's like, she's going to take the heat, thank you. But, obviously he believes that he's innocent. He says he paid the money back. But as you say, I think he may have more to deal with the misses than the indictment.
And
perhaps
aside from throwing your wife under the bus on national TV or at all, what about taking responsibility for anything? You should have
He says we did, we fessed up, we paid what we have to pay. He claims it's all political. But I mean, and also you get the feeling that just like this is probably a much worse version, perhaps, if he's found guilty, than what everybody appears to be doing in Washington, is writing all this stuff off. And sometimes it gets, maybe a little too far. We'll see where they end up. Let's take a look at Serena, who's getting a lot of attention right now because the U.S. Open is right around the corner. Everybody remembers the cat suit that she wore. That was at Roland Garros, I believe. And she's going back to the French Open, and they are now saying that she can't wear it. They don't want her to wear it. That's not approved clothing at the event. What do you say, Elizabeth?
I think the French need to wake up and realize it's 2018. This reminds me of the Cannes Film Festival when they had a ban on shoes. You had to wear high heels on the red carpet. And Kristen Stewart revolted by taking her shoes off and walking barefoot.
She's such a rebel,
on the red carpet.
Kristen, the vampire girl.
I mean, this is Serena Williams. Let her do what she wants to do. She's one of the greatest tennis players of all time, let alone she nearly died at childbirth. She had blood clots, and she's spoken about this cat suit, saying, I'm wearing pants because it actually helps for the blood circulation.
I feel her on that, but I mean, I'm sure it's very aerodynamic, but I just don't, I don't like the cat suit. I like the way everyone looks very nice when they play tennis.
You guys are dressed for Wimbledon right now. I think very traditional.
But
I like to play tennis, and I really believe that it should be all whites. And if she wants to wear like a white stretchy pantsuit, that works with with the skirt. Tennis attire has gotten into a totally different realm now, and
she's killing it regardless. She's won the French Open 3 times. She's like the highest earning female athlete. I mean, she's crushing it. Aerodynamic catsuit outfit, regardless.
Okay,
doesn't need it.
These are so funny, the bad lip reading stuff. There's a new one out with Sarah Huckabee Sanders in the press room. We want to play it just, because it's Friday and the girls are here. So let's watch.
Drink. Okay, idiots, are you ready? I just can't stand the faces of you people. Those dead, questioning eyes.
The way you talk to me, I mean, do you need to talk so evil?
Do you need to look like a stuffed baked potato in that Walmart shirt?
It goes on to this one guy goes, I got bugs. She goes, you got bugs? You got to leave.
Are we sure this isn't real? I think this is actually what happened.
I got into bad lip reading back in 2012 during the initial primaries.
So
they are the funniest. Go, Google, YouTube, love them.
We all need a good laugh, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of tension out there. Thanks, ladies. I was going to say thanks, you guys.
Thanks,
Good night,
Martha.
ladies. Good to see you tonight.
Thank you.